Hey guys, welcome back to Destiny Let's Play. Oh, and Cheeky knocked me off. Yeah, that was a awkward intro, but yeah, hey, Destiny Dragon God here for another video. Yeah. So today, we are gonna go to the moon. Yeah, we're gonna go right back to the story. I know we were off track a bit with that PvP stuff. But like I said earlier, this game, you gotta play with a bit of you're gonna be going around to different places. And that stuff is level 10. But, anyway, this is actually a good weapon. The Sahara AR2. It's one of the first weapons I used when I was playing this game. It's a good weapon because of the Drone-Matic. And I love weapons that have Drone-Matic. So we're gonna go right to our bounty guy. And we actually might level up a bit because of this, but it is good to always do your bounties. Always do your bounties, guys. Always do your bounties. Yeah, so if you're wondering why I'm not going to use this fusion rifle, it's because I have a level 10 one right there. So I am going to dismantle that, guys. Sorry. Yeah, I know. Optical zoom length is increased while crouched, and generally you want to slide down and crouch, because sniper rifles actually do gain stability when you crouch. Every weapon in this game does. Prior to common knowledge. Now, for the class that I'm kind of setting up, the weapon I'm using, the Sahara, is really not a ranged weapon, and we'll see when we go to the moon, especially since it's a white version. But let's go ahead and check out the gunsmith real quick, and come here. Yeah. See if he has any weapons. Nope, not really. So, what most of you are wondering is, I'm going to show you real quick, I have a lot of stuff in here, and most of this is transferred from some of my other characters. This stuff we got this from doing public events. Most of you will remember that. But, yeah, we're about... Okay. So, Cheeky is going to have to leave this, let's see. Yeah, Cheeky is leaving us. Sorry, guys. He's got to go. Bit strange. But, yeah, we are going to go to... Oh! And, what just happened? Okay, that was weird. But, anyway, like I said, we're still going to do the moon. We're still going to do the moon. Just got people calling me for another event we're going to do later. I don't know if I'm recording that one or not, but yeah. To the moon, the Dark Beyond. Special weapon upgrade, level 9, so we are the right level to do this. Yeah, let's get started. So like I said in the last few videos, we are going to encounter the Hive primarily here and a few Fallen, but yeah, primarily the
We gave up the moon to keep the Hive away from Earth.
Yeah, so
That would be enough for them.
not really much to say about this. This is actually a good mission. If you need Glimmer or something, I would advise farming this mission, or if you need stuff, items or anything like that. This is a good location to farm this mission. But generally, since they took out some of the stuff with farming, for most of you that do not know or haven't played this game at launch, it was a motherfucker. It was a pain in the ass. It was. It really was. Because you had to farm. Most of the people would just skip this stuff because you would not farm for materials. You really need to farm for materials, especially at early levels, because it would alleviate the problems later. But definitely, I would advise, if you're going to get this game at Christmas or something, begin farming as soon as you can. Do not try to, you don't really need to go 2-hour farming like generally you do. All you need to do is really just go find materials as you're walking by and pick them up. And you can get it after doing a mission. You get a good 20 after every mission, and that's a pretty good start because everything will need materials later. Everything, all weapons, armor will really need materials, but yeah. So,
the Guardian's last report said he captured this old accelerator from an unknown fallen
sorry,
house.
just letting them talk. This is the accelerator. A lot of people have seen this from concept art. Yeah, this is the accelerator. It's a long freaking railgun that shoots, I guess you could say, stuff to other planets. I think that's what it is, like, not items, but, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know, not items. I don't know, it would get debris out of the way sometimes, it would do other things like that, but right now we are trying to uncover the story of a Guardian that went dark. Not a story, but trying to find a Guardian that went dark. And by going dark, he means dead. Or vanished without trace. So we're looking for him right now.
The remains of an old colony.
The reason I'm jumping up here now is because stuff will spawn in about 3, 2, 1, 0, yeah. And if you do this mission, you kind of just want to get up here. And like I said, this is not a marksman weapon. It is a very, very shaky weapon. And it's honestly just good for doing this. If you can get people in small corridors like this, and just shoot them in the head. Because what it does is you have more ammo to spare for one. And the more ammo you have, the more damage you're displacing in some senses. But also, the more bullets you hit your target, the more it has a chance to stack. You kind of want to always be going for that stack. I don't die here, so. So I honestly should be using the Marshall A or something like that, because this weapon is going to shake a lot. It's got a good damage, but it does shake, and dealing with that shake can be really annoying sometimes. But because here, let me demonstrate in a minute. It's got a very, very unpredictable recoil. It's one of the worst unpredictable recoils. And any gun that has this Cydonia look, and I'm referring to another weapon that's not as recoil, it's really straight, but the recoil is similar to this. And you think, oh, okay, that's good, I can match that. But it's got a really good recoil. It starts shooting left, it can shoot right. Generally, it's going to shoot to the upper right, I'm pretty sure, but you can get that upper left curve like I just did. I need to fix it because it's way too far. But, yeah. Not really trying to sell you on this weapon here, just saying. You will probably get this weapon once in a while or pick it up. Like a green version or something. Just so you know, it is going to be kind of messed up. But that's where stability perks and stuff like that. Sit back here and slam. Oh, for those who are wondering what that is, it's the Vortex. I got an upgrade playing PvP. In the last video, saw me cut it before that happened, but I went ahead and leveled up a bit, got a couple more matches done, leveled up so I could get next, to get some more stuff with this next, I keep saying, I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. Also, trying to keep track of time or something, guys. No, I did go ahead and try to level my character up just a bit, so you wouldn't see stuff like the Devil's Lair Strike again that was painfully long. I mean, it was a two-parter that should have been a one-parter. I mean, honestly, if you would know me personally, and you know the other people I play this game with, we will go through and like do the Devil's Lair Strike, if not any strike, and just speedrun it in about 10 to 20 minutes, less to get the chance. But, so this guy's a yellow, it's a Reaper. These guys will hurt a lot, and they shoot twice as fast as normal. They also have more health and more armor. So when you fight these guys, you're going to want to definitely get one of those. Like I said, get an elemental weapon, get your shields off, and get DPS on him as soon as you can.
The colony base he was looking for should be on the other side of the
So right here also is a spot where you can get one of the first vehicles. You actually saw me, I think you might have seen a video earlier where I got one. Yeah, in a PvP video if I showed it, it's a Pike. Now the Pike is the sort of fallen vehicle. They have their own sort of vehicle. Let's see if I can snipe this one. I'm gonna wait and get that shot off. But yeah, the fallen have their own vehicle, and they have two vehicles. One of them you actually can get. The other one I'm pretty sure you can't. It is the I'm just gonna equip these. It is the Pike and the Devil Walker, as you've seen in Devil's Lair. The Pike, I know you can get on. The Devil Walker, I don't think you can. But this definitely is, if you don't have a fast Sparrow or something like that, or really are in a dire situation, eventually when you're patrolling, and I will do a couple patrols just screwing around, you will see these guys running around, a bunch of dregs on these things, and just going everywhere. And you kind of like want to steal one of them, and you can go everywhere with it. And they will not despawn, by the way, they will not despawn as long as you destroy. And when I mean despawn, as long as you get in one and move, it will not despawn if you leave it somewhere. It should not. So yeah. I tried this guy right here. That guy's stuck in the wall, so. Technically, I could go on with this mission right now. Probably not, just like, get some XP. But I'm gonna do actually switch pipes if that one's on fire. So you probably have more hits than this. Yeah, dead. I do not know, guys, if they can jump back on like how Grunts and stuff can in like Halo and games like that. But I do know that I generally destroy them just in case that can happen. But what you just saw me do was a like speed swipe or a side swipe. You can do that on some vehicles, pipes especially. Kind of like spin around, do a bit of a trick, kind of like throwing people off, something like that. But yeah. So that's Predator and Prey. Now that is a bounty. Now you won't really see me doing like trying, especially on this Let's Play, doing bounties like left and right, like trying to get them done, unless it becomes a problem. But until then, no. That actually probably is this chance a bit too much for my liking right now. You generally will see me use a very stable weapon. I can cover from recoil good, but it's just sometimes it's too much. So before we go down there, I'm going to show you something. So, what you can get while you're playing this game, you can get these things, you might pick them up every now and then, and what they will do is you, like it says, you can get glimmer from these guys faster, or you can get glimmer from these guys and not just major enemies. Generally, when you play this game, you do not get glimmer from killing anything but like the yellow enemies or finishing missions. This kind of alleviates that. You can get glimmer from everything you kill, well, at least anything of that type. So, what you're going to see me do here is I'm probably going to just switch out. Sahara's okay, but we really don't need it right now. Yeah, anyway, let's continue on. So there is probably a captain. Oh, no, it's just done. Now, I'm pretty sure in every planet you have to do the first mission to unlock patrol. I could be wrong on some, and there's also a certain level you need to be because things in this, as you move on, will begin to get higher leveled, and also that is good because that means we can get a sword. I would like to show that off again. It's fun to use. But yeah, this is a chest, and if you can listen, you can hear a certain sound.
Sounds like a death trap.
The chest emits personally, but it will basically emit that sound whenever you're near it or have seen it. But it emits a different sound and stuff like this. So basically what I'm doing now is alleviating what basically people avoid doing indefinitely, which is picking up items. And you should always really pick up items, because you're gonna need it eventually. I would always pick it up. Do not like fool yourself into thinking you're never going to need something. You are going to need it eventually. Get it over with. Not farm for it, but just go pick it up. What I'm going around checking for here is Hive are going to spawn with a sword. And generally you'll see a huge sword so you know what's happening. But yeah. I kind of want to farm when they're invading your world, and then go kill the blade sword guy. Here he is. Blade Golem. He is actually level 9, and I should technically use an arc when I use a sniper to actually shoot shit. Because he he is actually, these guys are rather hard if you are like my level, but they're pretty good once you level up to it, so also, everything in this game is kind of BS when it comes to if you're going to get shot by something, like, you know, if there are different classes of enemies and they shoot you, they will generally try to, everyone will eventually pile onto you. It's okay, it's kind of okay, it's a bit annoying every now and then. Just get payback for this guy. You will use this sword in a couple other senses. There's another mission to use this sword. Also, for those of you that know, it's a raid. So getting practice with the sword at any time is going to be good. There's also something very fun you can do called this. So basically, the sword gets its own super, and you are allowed to do like a ground smash that hits everything around you, so like this to Havoc, and also in front of you. It's a shockwave. Pretty much just copies Fist of Havoc, but it's, you know, really cool in the sword. Cut things in half. I'm gonna kill the only blade. Now, after a minute and a half, this sword will begin to flash like this, and it will explode. So, kind of kill. You get to kill whatever you want for that time being. And sword goes. He's gone. Time to continue on your mission. So, find the Temple of Prayer. Here we go, guys. He's probably on the same mission. Done on hard or something like that. Oh! Cropping issue there.
The ground here is hollowed out for miles. Who knows what's happening under your feet?
Yep.
I think we found the temple.
I don't know, guys. It's gonna be a double episode, a double
Up
mission
ahead.
episode, or something
Guardian
like that.
down.
But we'll see. My ghost down here. I was kind of just stare at him like, what the hell do you want me to do? He's dead, he's in the ground, can't you see? And cutscene.
There's nothing left.
Not even the light. Where's this ghost? We may want to move back. We've woken the hive.
Okay, like I said, yeah, so, all of this is right here, it's just this, the hive, which basically means kill everything in sight, do not let enemies, do not die, do not let enemies. And they will come like roaches, and I mean like roaches. This part is rather annoying, especially when you cannot jump. And you not let Be careful, guys, jumping on rocks if you're playing this game. It's rather glitchy. It kind of don't fix it, but you can get thrown off the stuff really retarded. If you hit something wrong, so it gets you into it, it's flying. That, or you won't, if you jump into a rock, it'll stop you jumping and you can't die. Kind of be wary of that. These guys are rather easy to actually kill. I'm just tanking around, popping in the head of his But like I said, this is when the game begins to get kind of. You will notice this stuff early on too, if you, especially in these stages where there's no real odds. If you hit something, sometimes it will just discontinue everything. not be able to jump, you won't be able to move. It's rather annoying, actually. Because there's no way to fix it. You can't, like, stop your jump or something like that. Prematurely jump on something else. You kind of gotta pick when you jump. So, if I wanted to actually avoid these guys, I would do it. To avoid them, you kind of want to just jump over and they will not chase you all the time, so you will have time to react. Like I said, they will come back. There's a lot more of these guys that show up. They are not stupid by any means. If you throw a grenade down, they will try to avoid it for like right now. Just saying, I'm not here everyday fighting to pop up and track it. They will do stupid stuff. Every AI is stupid. It's meant to be like that. It's fun. Well, in some senses, it's not like that. But no, these, generally you'll find guys with like huge guys shooting these things. Generally it's not the main, it's just taking distance. Uh-oh, it's getting dark. The sun must be going down. Well, there is a checkpoint for this. You can actually just skip all this if you just jump, I think, into there. I don't know, I've never tested it before. I just generally kill it with anything else. Okay, enjoy the game. Now, would it be better if I actually just did, like, maneuver and did something else and level up? Yes, it would be. I guess there's a lot of zero having problems. And technically, enemies don't spawn as much and also less stupid. So I could do that, but I'm not going to because at that point I would not bother dying. I'm not going to record a video showing you I would not easy difficulty because there's sometimes when you will, but there's just a lot of times it's not easy. It's no contest. You're not gonna. It's meant to be easy. There'll be stuff like back off and like, oh, I'm on red health. Automatically everything will run away very stupidly. It's not funny or smart at all. It kind of brings stuff out of the game that makes it fun.
I'm picking up the dying light of the ghost. Inside.
You want to watch those skitters because these guys will actually come up here when you're dead. You'll kind of run over here thinking, okay, I'm gonna shoot everything else, and they'll pop up behind you, shoot you, and you'll probably just kill them fast if I did. If I move into this room fully, you will see the invisibles. Yep, we're not done with invisibles. A whole lot of invisibles. Yeah, so if I move into here, just, yep, see? Now, wizards, you will not like because they cannot use sometimes and stuff like that. You gotta get them, you can get them watching and stuff like that. When they put that poison, that black bar on it, your suit, generate health and jump. So it will get annoying if you get caught. I'm just gonna deal with the cool super. Not, yeah. So, this is what's back here. Oh, is that further in? Yeah. So, let's revive this dead ghost. And, mission complete, guys.
The ghost is dead, but I can still read some of its memories. The Hive are raising an army here, preparing to invade Earth. We need to stop them.
Yes, we do. You won't get that Hive army unless you buy the DLC. Oh, they forget to tell you that, don't they? like everything else. Seems I got some Scalpel Wing chestplate. Now, in this game, guys, you're gonna get a lot of loot. It's a loot-based game, but you're gonna get a lot of loot that's got better defense, but especially when you're leveling up like this, but it's not gonna be good in like other criterias. Try to get rarity. Try to put rarity over defense and all that other stuff. Put stats and rarity above, because honestly, white and green stuff actually becomes really obsolete. You really do not want to use it. You want to upgrade to blue as soon as possible. And even if the green stuff is better, keep blue. Blue is good. Blue is love. Blue is life. Yeah, I know it's funny, or it might not be funny, but whatever. Keep blue. So I think we'll end up me going to the tower. Yeah. But yeah. To those of you wondering how long is this game, if you haven't seen this game ever, this game is relatively short if you speed through it. It can be long, but you're really not going to get, like, how should I put this? There's RPG games like Borderlands, stuff like that, you probably spend a lot longer story-wise on. This game is really just about the loot, which is kind of a bad thing, but hey, remember, I don't make the big bucks. I'm not Activision or Bungie and don't get to decide everything for the goddamn game. But, hey, it was a good idea to lock out Nightfalls and stuff like that for people that don't know the DLC. Anyway. Yeah, a little bit of salt in my voice there, guys, but, yeah. Up to her. See what I forget. Ooh, Vanguard Mystic Bounty. Well, I'll have to get that after I gotta do this. So, I'm gonna late turn that bounty, and there's a couple reasons why I'm gonna late turn that bounty, and you'll see in a minute. But first, we're gonna go to this guy, the speaker. Yep, speaker. Now, honestly, guys, you're not really going to go to the speaker, especially even in in-game stuff, and that's when you actually can buy his stuff. You're not going to go to the speaker, really. I kind of feel like he was a badly used character, and I can also say that I feel like he's going to be more in-depth later, but still, it's just, I don't know, I don't really ever want his stuff. It's a waste of time, because where most of this game lies is literally you're just going to be buying stuff with other, like, rare items and other things, like strange coins and motes of light. And where it really becomes a problem is he uses, like, all that stuff, and it's literally just for aesthetics. And you'd think, well, you're trying to make your Guardian look as good as possible. But if you would, I will make a video on this, but if you see similar stuff to the whole raid situation, you cannot actually level up your gear in certain ways. So it becomes obsolete extremely fast, is what I mean. I know that's a brain fart, but yeah, it becomes obsolete extremely fast. Which, in this case, is a bad thing, because it means after every DLC, you are going to need to do the raid or some type of activity to get to the next light level, max light level. And you're going to have to continue doing that no matter how good your weapons and armor are. Which is the part I was talking about where it's bad. So, what you see here, I can make between the shotgun or the Durmufag. I can't say that word right. Fusion rifle or shotgun. I'm gonna go with fusion rifle or shotgun because you will see very shortly that I already have a fusion rifle. And in turn, I already have a shotgun too, so it doesn't really matter. I have everything. Yep, everything.
Yes,
But just gonna turn this in.
Bounty accepted.
We are now level 10. Surge. Now we get to get bonuses with our melee and stuff. This is when the game starts to get you safe flourish. This is gonna be dismantled immediately, so I don't know, you might see me with a different weapon? Maybe? Sniper? Shotgun? I don't know. We will see in the next video. But until then, guys, I'm Destiny Dragon God, and this is Destiny Let's Play. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys later. Bye!